Hello. I got a political message to give on my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Um, I'm gonna post this one on my personal Facebook as well. I don't do much political stuff on Facebook anymore, on my own page anymore, because you gotta have a little space to talk not politics, make it non political, in my opinion. But this is about Israel bombing Gaza. India has another Israel Gaza video. I think it needs to be I think the message needs to be spread more because we're in dangerous territory right now as a people, as not just the U.S. but the whole world. I think we're in a very fragile state right now, and we could see another war, possibly a world war now, World War III. But even if it's not a World War III, it can still be a big war, and that breaks out in the Middle East. And I think we are gonna be involved in it, and I don't think we should be, but that's a different subject that I wanted to. I guess it's not completely different, uh, but it's not exactly what I want to focus on right now. I want to focus on pretty much. I want to ask people, man, whoever watches this, if anyone at all, try to contact your elected representatives, your senators. Send a letter to the White House, whatever, but demand that Israel stop freaking bombing Gaza, man. Stop the whole, to implement a ceasefire. I don't know what your freaking political stance is. You might be a Democrat, a Republican. You might be pro-Israel, anti-Israel, a Zionist, anti-Zionist, whatever the fuck. I think I don't know what the hell's going on with people that defend the actions of Hamas. I don't know what's wrong with people that defend the actions of uh, Israel. Hamas killed, as far as I'm concerned, the number I keep hearing is 1,400 civilians in Israel. Uh, right now, I hear that, you watch corporate media, you hear that number a lot. Oh, they killed this many, Hamas killed this many civilians in Israel. They don't talk about the killings, that the amount of killed civilians, uh, the amount of civilians Israel is killing right now with their missiles, dropping bombs on freaking just regular stores, on civilian houses, on hospitals, churches. They are leveling everything in Gaza, and that is just inhumane. It's war crimes, from what I understand. They cut off the fuel, the water, the freaking the food access to get Gaza, so they're starving civilians. And I've seen a lot of protests going on in favor of Palestine, especially in the Middle East. And man, this shit is getting out of control, and it is dangerous. I mean, we feel all comfortable here in the U.S. or in the West, however you want to position yourself in the world, but we're here. We see no bombs dropping on us or anything. But God damn it, that can flip in a dime, man. And just think of your families. Think of those people being bombed right now. The shit I'm seeing online. Granted, it could be fake. I don't know, but right now, my judgment tells me that the shit that I'm seeing on my phone, through my Twitter post, and mostly through Twitter because it's a little more uncensored than Facebook. Just photos of a man carrying his dead daughter. She must have been like 7 years old, the little girl he was carrying. I'll get back to that image. I saw a photo of a baby, just half his body is mangled. He's, he lost a hand. The baby is dead, I'm saying, but I saw the picture. It was a small short video, and it's half the baby's body. You can see the baby's rib cage and his flesh. Half the face of the baby is unrecognizable, and then you just see like a person wearing a surgical glove who's putting the baby's dismembered hand on his body. And yes, tough image to watch. I saw pictures of another 4 dead babies, Palestinian babies, of course. I've seen an unborn baby. I guess this bomb killed this mom who was pregnant, and I guess she was almost due, and they killed her, and I guess the bomb killed her, and so I guess they removed the dead unborn baby in her stomach. I don't know. I don't know what an unborn baby looks like. It looked like might have been at 7 months or something, because the baby's cranium wasn't formed yet, so you can see the dead baby's cranium caving in on its on its own gravity, whatever. Disturbing shit, man, and that should be enough to appeal to people's sorry. That should be enough to appeal to people's humanity, and you should not wish it on anybody. Not on people in Israel, not on people in Palestine. And I gotta lay this shit. I'll tell you my bias right now. I am more critical of Israel. I'm not critical of Palestinians at all. I don't blame them for what Hamas did. I'm not celebrating Hamas. I don't have any empathy for Hamas. They murdered 1,400 people in Israel. But the Israel military is murdering people a lot, like 3 times more than what Hamas did already. To me, that's terrorism too, and then they gotta know they are killing mostly civilians. I don't think they care. I think that's the point. I think they are after revenge, not after justice. They're not trying to do the actual work, which is not easy. But if you care about pursuing justice, you will try to do it without trying to kill freaking civilians. I was just listening to I listened today to Democracy Now, and I just got done listening to Kyle Kalinske. He's been all over he's been covering the conflict very closely, making fairly long videos on his YouTube channel, 35 minutes, 45-minute videos, and just to give us as much data as possible. And listen, man, it is ridiculous. They have dropped more than 7,000 bombs in Gaza. Israel has, and it is overwhelmingly majority civilian people. So like I said, Hamas killed 1,400 people in Israel. How many people has the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces, whatever, how many people have they killed, and how many civilians have they killed in Gaza? According to Democracy Now, they have killed at least 6,500 civilians, 2,000 of them being children, or at least 2,000, maybe a little more than that. And I don't know, women and men who are not Hamas, civilian men, husbands, whatever, fathers. And yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but I see a lot of protests out there, but it still doesn't feel like Washington's listening. I already called my member of Congress. I'm gonna call my senator next, and just let them know, man, that we are watching what they're doing. And right, to me right now, being silent is complicity. And god damn it, I hope people get involved. More people get involved. You don't have time to get in a rally, okay, but do what you can, man. Uh, Israel needs to stop. They need to stop dropping bombs. They are committing terrorism. Not like Hamas style, you know. Hamas, very gruesome shit, fucking killing people with fucking gardening tools and just committing fucking butchery in person. Pretty gruesome shit, but that doesn't mean Israel is not committing terrorism. It's just freaking more sophisticated, if you want to call it, more high tech methods of killing. Yeah, they're not there killing civilians in person, but they're fucking in a room somewhere, in a bunker somewhere, pushing buttons and sending missiles. They're killing people. Let me get back to this man again that I saw, the man holding his dead daughter. Dude, this guy, he had no expression in his reaction. His emotions didn't match the situation. You know, pulling his dead daughter out of the rubble, and he's just holding her, and he's not crying. He doesn't look angry, but you can see it in his eyes. He's just like screaming into the camera. I guess you can define that as anger, but like, just that kind of emotion to me is like, I'd probably be wanting to committing suicide if I held my child like that. My child's lifeless body in my arms. But this guy's just like a poker face, and his eyes, you can kind of feel the fire in his eyes. And right before the video ends, he just kind of gives like a peace sign, I guess, like this, holding his daughter and his dead daughter, and giving the peace sign, and like nodding his head. And to me, I saw that shit like, wow, that is how Hamas probably recruits people like him, filled with resentment and who feel have nothing left to live for, and who just want revenge, and they are willing to die killing other people. I think that's one way to make a terrorist. You know, who knows what road that man will pursue? But man, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up in a dark place and hurting other innocent people out of revenge. You know, out of vengeance. But let me get back. So I heard on Democracy Now! 6,500 people dead. I learned watching Kyle Kulinski, out of the 6,500, so far they can confirm that 18 of those men dead, of those dead people, they were Hamas fighters. I did the math, man. Fucking, if you only killed 18 Hamas fighters out of 6,500 people, that means you're killing civilians at a 99.8% rate. So that's you round that shit up, it's not 100% civilians. Israel's gotta be doing this on purpose. They need to stop, man. This is war crimes, and I think we are witnessing a genocide, and this has all these other small military groups or whatever, or bigger military group, bigger than Hamas, but still smaller compared to Israel or the U.S. But it has Middle Eastern countries on edge. Everybody's pointing to Iran because I guess they'd be the biggest player, or most willing of the bigger players to go to war with Israel. And I don't think Biden is doing enough to stop them, to get them to stop. I think Biden is guilty by association in this case, because they keep saying we stand with Israel, we will keep arming with Israel, and they have a right to defend themselves. This is not fucking defense. This is not defensive. This is very aggressive, very genocidal, and it is criminal. I'm no fucking UN expert in Geneva Conventions and all that shit, but goddamn, they gotta be breaking some serious laws, and they don't give a fuck about these people. They don't care about the civilians. Do the fucking hard work, man. Do intel research and get a special unit of forces units, special forces units, and hunt down whoever the fuck did this. Make it 99.8% Hamas fighters that you kill, not fucking civilians, not babies and grandmas and granddads. And I guess this is just my way of appealing to the broader community on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and whoever the hell listens to this. Call your senator, man. Call your state, your house, your house representative. Send an email, send a letter, or call the White House and express your freaking opinion. Let them know that this is immoral, and I'm no fucking high authority on morality. I don't preach morality, and I guess I have a moral code, but I don't talk about it a lot, and it's just not my thing to talk about. But goddamn, if we have any sense of morals, any sense of humanity in us, we gotta stop this shit, because it's not just what's happening to Palestinians. It is bad enough what's happening to them. We don't want our freaking relatives who are in the U.S. Army or in the U.S. Marines or whatever military branch being sent out there to fucking fight with Israel. Because I don't feel like this is a just cause. This is not, the Israel military is big enough. They should be able to hunt down these fucking people that did this without killing so many civilians. I think they're being cowards. They're being terrorists. They are no better than Hamas right now, the IDF. And I hope somebody can see this, because there's a lot of censorship going on. And I don't know how the algorithm works, but for all I know, it might not. This video might not reach that many people, because there's a lot of canceling of pro-Palestinian voices going on. Anybody who wants to express any empathy for Palestinian people, Palestinian civilians, a lot of them are getting canceled. Like, I heard people with book tours, their book tours get canceled, and people with social media accounts, their accounts get suspended, etc., etc. People with a job, they lose their job, or they get doxxed. It kind of reminds me of what happened when fucking Russia invaded Ukraine, and all these Russian athletes and art performers, etc. They're getting freaking canceled by society, and they're losing their jobs, or they're getting kicked off from whatever competitions and sports. And that's kind of what's happening to pro-Palestinian voices right now. And So much for the fucking right to free speech, I guess. And I don't know how you fucking blame people who are not involved in it. Russian civilians are not to blame for the Russian government's actions. Uh, just like I wouldn't blame Israeli civilians for the actions of the IDF, and I'm not gonna blame Palestinian civilians for the actions of Hamas. If you don't want to do it for the sake of saving innocent children in Palestine, I will share the photos, but I think most of you rather not see them. I'll send them to you if you want to send me a direct message. But if you don't care enough about that, if it's not for that, do it for your own. You have a friend in the military, family member? I know I do. You want them to go die for fucking to defend Israel stealing land and committing genocide right now? You want your son to go to die for that? I don't think you would. Do it for that, man. Contact the White House, tell them to ask to demand a ceasefire and allow humanitarian resources to go into the Gaza Strip to help all these people that are getting, oh my God, traumatized to no end. Boy, do I feel privileged living in a place where I don't have to worry about my kids living in an area where they hear bombs go off and bullets go off and missiles go off, and where they can't even fucking have a moment of peace. I feel privileged and guilty at the same time, and I don't know. I don't know why so many people are so scared to get involved. This is, like I said, I don't get so political on my own personal Facebook page. That's my little space where I don't get political, but I'm gonna put this video on this page too because I think this is important and it's dangerous. God damn it, fucking wars. I'm tired of them, and I'll just say this right now. I blame this on Israel, and I blame this on our government for enabling Israel. I blame it on Biden, and I know Trump wouldn't be any better. So Obama might have been better. I don't know, but I'd be surprised, honestly. Happy birthday to me.